I guess when I was real young, man, I just got drawn to fire. When my dad used to take me for the summer, my grandma didn't have any water or power. She lived way in like the sticks on the reservation. She had no water or power, so she had an old school wood stove. So like there was matches everywhere, and I would steal the matches, go outside and just start little bonfires. And I was like 4 or 5 years old. And that's how it really started. My name's Ryan James. I learned how to barbecue watching my uncles, watching my dad, basically watching my relatives prepare meals and barbecue every weekend or during events, parties, novena parties. Anytime they decided to barbecue, I was always there watching the fire. We're preparing 3 different types of barbecue. Number 1, we're doing Tenal Kutney. We're doing a whole brisket, Texas style, and we're doing a pork butt, low and slow, Texas style. The Tenal Kutney was prepared using a whole brisket cut. After we sliced it, we prepared wet marination for that. And then we let it sit for about a good 2 to 3 hours. The second thing we're doing is a brisket. We're doing this a traditional like Texas style, where it's a basic rub, black pepper and salt, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, and we're using a little bit of cumin, and we're using a little bit of paprika for color. The pulled pork, we use a pork butt. There's not much trimming to do on a pulled pork. Ultimately, at the end, we just take the whole chunk of meat and we pull it all and we just mix everything together, so we don't really trim any of the fat off of a pulled pork. Here on Guam, you have local wood and it's all over. It's in your backyard, it's on the side of the road, it's at your work. I mean, you're surrounded by local hardwood. When I started asking my uncle questions about why he's so stuck on like ironwood. He never likes to use tongue and tongue, and a lot of people on Guam use tongue and tongue to grill. He doesn't prefer it because way back in the day when they were kids, my grandma, my grandpa, they used to drive them up to Mount Lam Lam and they would go harvest wood up there for a whole day. So my mom would tell me that story where they had to pick wood all day long and that wood would last them for like a good 3 to 4 months. And ironwood was the wood that they chose. I too want to stick to that type of wood. It's been in my family for so many years. I'm not saying anything bad about the other types of wood. We prefer it, and I really like it. It tastes really good with the meat. So the wood flavor with ironwood or gagu is delicious. Just the art of cooking outdoors and preparing your food with wood is very primitive, and I think that's basically what our ancestors did. All they had was wood, and they had to go out and get it. They had to go out and cut it, bring it home, stack it, let it dry. Again, I think it all comes down to survival, really. I mean, what if one day we don't have gas? What if one day we don't have power? And nobody in the family knows how to cook or cut down a tree and prepare a fire? It's just one of the things that you should learn how to do. What I love most about barbecue is, number 1, like inviting people over, friends, family, co-workers. I mean, the people you're inviting over, obviously they're special to you because you're inviting them to your house, so it would only make sense to put your heart and soul into the food that you're preparing for them. Just seeing everybody, the moment they pick up a rib or you know, make a pulled pork sandwich or take a slice of brisket right off the cutting board, whatever recipe we decide to make, it's just that satisfaction that they really enjoy the food. I enjoy the whole process of barbecue. It's rigorous, it's labor intensive, but I love it.